People usually picture aliens as big-headed, bug-eyed creatures, or maybe an army of hostile ships ready to wipe out Earth. That's the image Hollywood gave us. But what if aliens aren't just science fiction anymore? What if the truth is way closer than we think, and there's real evidence that life beyond Earth might already exist? The next 5 discoveries might finally force us to face the question that's haunted humanity for centuries. Are we really alone in the universe? Number 5. The Mars microbe. This one's wild. Scientists studying images from NASA's Curiosity rover found something they didn't expect. Rocks on Mars that look almost identical to certain formations found here on Earth that we know were shaped by microbes. These images came from a place called Yellowknife Bay, a long-dried Martian lake bed that might have once supported life. Here's how it works. On Earth, microbes often build thick, slimy carpets across lakes or coastal zones. Over time, these tiny organisms rearrange sediments into strange shapes, domes, pockets, ridges, and when fossilized, they leave behind permanent marks known as microbially induced sedimentary structures, or MISS for short. Now here's where things get crazy. Geobiologist Nora Knopf, who studies these microbial patterns on Earth, noticed that the Martian photos show the exact same features. Pockets, cracks, domes, everything matched up almost perfectly. The oldest known miss on Earth, found in Western Australia, is about 3.4 billion years old, and Mars formations look eerily similar in both texture and shape. So if these rock patterns weren't just random erosion, then what are they? Could we be staring at the fossilized fingerprints of ancient Martian microbes? Because if that's true, then Mars wasn't always a dead red desert. It might have once been alive. Just like the ones here on Earth, the Martian formations didn't just look the same, they behaved the same too. Nora Knopf noticed that these microbial structures on Earth change depending on their environment. If they're found by a river, they form one pattern. If they're in areas that flood only seasonally, the shapes look totally different. And guess what? The formations on Mars show those same distinct patterns, like they were sculpted by living microbes billions of years ago. Sure, scientists admit this isn't official proof. We'd need to actually bring back samples from Mars to know for sure. But the evidence is stacking up fast. NASA hasn't returned any Martian soil or rock yet, but plans are in motion, and Yellowknife Bay, yeah, the same area with those mysterious microbe-like shapes, is at the top of the target list. Could that be where we finally uncover proof of life beyond Earth? Number 4. The alien harvest balloon. Now, this one's downright shocking. A group of British scientists sent a high-altitude balloon nearly 17 miles into Earth's stratosphere to collect microscopic samples during a meteor shower, and what it brought back left them stunned. Inside the collector were tiny, unknown microorganisms that didn't match anything found on Earth. Professor Milton Wainwright, one of the scientists leading the study, made a jaw-dropping claim. He said there's no known natural way for these organisms to travel that high in our atmosphere, meaning they might not be from here at all. He suggested that these life forms could have originated from outer space, carried into our planet's atmosphere by meteorites. And here's the wild twist. If he's right, that means life on Earth might have started thanks to alien microbes hitching a ride on space rocks billions of years ago. Some skeptics argue these particles could have come from Earth, maybe blown up into the stratosphere by volcanoes, but Wainwright isn't buying it. He says the samples were too clean, too pristine to have been blasted from the ground. Could we have literally caught alien life floating right above our heads? These strange organisms weren't carrying any Earth dust or even cosmic dust from space. That's what blew everyone's mind. Professor Wainwright pointed out that not only were they spotless, but their structure didn't resemble anything ever found on Earth before. They looked completely alien, like microscopic visitors drifting silently through our upper atmosphere. And here's where things get even more bizarre. In a totally separate NASA study, scientists discovered that bacteria actually live miles above the Earth's surface. When they gathered air samples, they identified 314 different types of bacteria floating up there. About 20% could be traced back to Earth. Dust, soil, ocean spray, that kind of stuff. But the other 80%, total mystery, no known origin. Could those microbes be visitors from beyond our planet too? Number 3, the wow signal. August 16th, 1977, a day most people remember as the one Elvis Presley died. But while the world mourned the king of rock, something out of this world was happening in Ohio. A volunteer at the now-closed Big Ear Radio Observatory, Jerry Amon, was scanning through recorded data when he stumbled upon something absolutely unreal. He spotted a unique sequence of alphanumeric data that didn't look like anything the telescope had ever captured before. In total shock, he grabbed a red pen, circled the strange vertical code 6EQUJ5, and scribbled one word in the margin: wow. And just like that, one of the greatest mysteries in the search for alien life was born. At the time, the Big Ear telescope was listening for radio signals from deep space, anything that might come from intelligent life trying to make contact. But this signal wasn't random background noise. It came from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius, and it was nearly 30 times louder than the usual hum of deep space static. Scientists were stunned. It seemed deliberate, like someone or something was transmitting on purpose. The signal lasted 72 seconds, then vanished completely, never to be detected again. Astronomers have since pointed newer, more powerful telescopes toward that same patch of sky, hoping to catch it again, but nothing. It's as if whoever sent it decided to go silent forever. To this day, the wow signal remains one of the most mysterious and haunting pieces of evidence that maybe, just maybe, we were contacted by something not of this world. In 1984, deep in the icy wastelands of Antarctica, scientists made a discovery that shook the entire world. A strange meteorite was found in a place called Allen Hills, and it was officially labeled ALH 84001. But this wasn't just any rock, it came straight from Mars. Scientists determined that this meteorite formed nearly 4 billion years ago, making it one of the oldest known pieces of our entire solar system. What makes it so fascinating is the timing. It's believed to have originated back when Mars still had liquid water on its surface. So when NASA scientists got their hands on it, they decided to take a closer look. In 1996, using high-powered electron microscopes, they claimed to have spotted something unbelievable inside. Tiny fossilized life forms that looked eerily similar to bacteria. Could this ancient rock be the first hard evidence of life beyond Earth? The discovery sent shockwaves through the scientific community. Some experts celebrated, calling it the most important find in modern history, while others called for caution, suggesting it might be nothing more than a geological quirk. The debate grew so intense that even President Bill Clinton publicly addressed the discovery in a live statement, calling it a breakthrough that could change the way we view life forever. Yet, even decades later, no one can agree on what those strange formations inside the meteorite really are. Some claim further testing isn't possible due to contamination risks, while conspiracy theorists whisper that maybe the truth is being kept quiet on purpose. Could this small Martian rock hold the secret to proving life once thrived on the red planet? Number 1. The Drake equation. Now this one isn't a physical discovery, but it might be the most important clue of all. Back in 1961, astronomer Dr. Frank Drake introduced what's now known as the Drake equation during a meeting for SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. The goal? To estimate how many intelligent alien civilizations might exist in just our own Milky Way galaxy. When Drake plugged in his numbers, He predicted there could be around 10,000 detectable civilizations in our galaxy alone. And that's just being conservative. Visionaries like Carl Sagan later used their own estimates and came up with numbers reaching 1,000,000. Each version of the equation changes slightly depending on assumptions. How many stars have planets? How many planets can support life? How often life evolves into intelligence? And how many of those civilizations try to communicate? But no matter how you tweak it, the math suggests one thing loud and clear. We are almost certainly not alone. Across every discovery, from microscopic fossils in Martian rocks to mysterious bacteria floating high above our skies, one truth keeps creeping closer. Maybe we've never truly been alone. Each clue adds another piece to a cosmic puzzle that's been taunting humanity for centuries. The Mars microbe hinted at life on another world. The harvest balloon showed that strange organisms could already be drifting around our planet. The wow signal made scientists wonder if someone out there was trying to talk to us. And the alien fossil from Antarctica, that one made even world leaders take notice. But here's the wild part. None of this is brand new. For decades, astronomers, physicists, and dreamers alike have been asking the same question. If life can form once, why not 1,000 times over? The universe is massive, trillions of stars, endless galaxies, and billions of planets that could hold water, warmth, and maybe even life. The Drake equation reminds us that, statistically, the odds are sky high that other civilizations exist. The real question isn't if they're out there, it's when we'll finally make contact. Some scientists believe we've already received small hints, signals that were ignored or misunderstood. Others think we haven't looked long enough, or that intelligent life might communicate in ways we don't yet understand. Maybe they're using frequencies beyond what our instruments can detect, or maybe they've already been here, quietly watching, studying us from a distance. Think about it. Ancient carvings, sudden leaps in human technology, unexplained phenomena across history. Could some of it be linked to visitors from beyond our planet? The evidence might not be crystal clear yet, but it's hard to ignore how many pieces seem to fit together. One thing's certain. The search for life beyond Earth is no longer just a fantasy. It's real, it's happening, and every discovery takes us one step closer to the truth. Whether it's through telescopes, meteorites, or mysterious radio waves, the question that once seemed impossible might soon be answered. So what do you think? Have we already uncovered the first traces of alien life? Or is the universe still keeping its biggest secret hidden from us? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button, share this with your fellow believers, and make sure you're subscribed, because this story is far from over. If all these discoveries are pointing to one thing, it's this. Alien life might not be science fiction anymore. It could be science fact. Every clue, every strange signal, every unexplained microbe seems to whisper the same message. Something else is out there, and it's been watching, waiting, maybe even trying to reach us. The question is, are we ready for that moment when the truth finally breaks through? Imagine it. NASA or some private company announces undeniable proof that intelligent life exists beyond Earth. The world would lose its mind overnight. Religions would scramble to rewrite creation stories. Governments would panic, trying to figure out what contact means for power and control. And ordinary people like us, we'd be staring up at the night sky differently, knowing for a fact that those tiny, twinkling lights aren't just stars, but neighbors. Think about the implications. What if the microbes found on Mars were the first stage of something far greater? An entire ecosystem that evolved long before Earth was even stable. What if the wow signal was a transmission from a civilization that saw us first, but decided we weren't ready yet? And what if that tiny alien fossil in Antarctica isn't an accident, but a clue left behind by something that's been visiting this planet for millions of years? Some experts believe that governments already suspect far more than they're admitting. Hidden files, satellite footage, recovered materials, all kept away from public eyes under the name of national security. Maybe they're protecting us, or maybe they're protecting themselves. But one thing is clear: the universe doesn't revolve around us. With billions of galaxies out there, each holding billions of stars, the odds that we're the only intelligent beings are nearly impossible. The math doesn't lie, and neither do the mysteries we keep uncovering. So, as science pushes forward, digging deeper into Mars, launching probes to distant moons like Europa and Enceladus, and scanning the stars for faint whispers of communication, one truth becomes harder and harder to deny. We are not alone, and maybe we never were. So tell me, if undeniable proof dropped tomorrow that aliens exist, how would you react? Would it terrify you, or would it finally make sense of everything strange we've ever seen? Let me know in the comments. Hit that like button, share this with your friends, and make sure you're subscribed, because this conversation is just beginning. Maybe the biggest secret of all isn't that alien life exists. It's that we've been too distracted to notice. From strange fossils frozen in Martian rock to eerie signals echoing through space, the evidence has been quietly stacking up for decades. The universe has been talking to us, leaving hints, patterns, and phenomena that don't fit into human explanations. And the real question is, why haven't we listened sooner? For generations, scientists and dreamers have looked to the skies, asking the same haunting question: are we alone? But what if that question's already been answered, and we just didn't like what we heard? Every new discovery, every mysterious radio pulse, every microscopic organism found drifting above our atmosphere challenges what we think we know about life, creation, and our place in the cosmos. Think about it. The wow signal might have been the first hello from a distant civilization. The microbes found 17 miles up might be alien travelers still roaming our skies. The Martian meteorite could be an ancient postcard from a world that once thrived with life. These aren't just theories anymore. They're clues to something much bigger, something humanity can't ignore forever. And yet, despite everything, part of us doesn't want to believe. Maybe it's fear of what comes next. Because if we're not the only intelligent species out there, what does that make us? Just one of countless civilizations trying to survive in an endless sea of galaxies? Or maybe the latecomers to a universe already buzzing with life, history, and stories we can't even imagine? As technology advances, we're getting closer to finding the answers we've been chasing for centuries. Telescopes are sharper, probes are venturing farther, and artificial intelligence is helping decode signals faster than ever before. The stars that once seemed silent may soon start talking back. But when that moment finally comes, when we hear that unmistakable signal or see proof with our own eyes, the world will change forever. Our religions, our science, our entire sense of identity will have to evolve, because the discovery of alien life won't just be about them. It'll be about us. So are we ready to face the truth that's been staring at us from the stars all along? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share this with someone who's obsessed with the unknown, and make sure you're subscribed, because this is just the beginning of a mystery that could redefine everything. Basically, the Drake equation might look simple, but don't be fooled. The real challenge lies in finding the right numbers to plug in. Every variable depends on estimates, guesses based on what we think we know about the universe. And that means no two people will ever get the same result unless they use the exact same data. The problem? We still don't have precise answers for most of those variables. But as our technology evolves, so does our understanding. Every time we launch a new telescope or send another probe into space, we uncover something new, something that forces us to rethink the math all over again. Each discovery, each photo from Mars, each strange signal from deep space It all helps us fine-tune those numbers just a little more. And here's the mind-blowing part. Drake's equation only measures our own galaxy. That's right, just the Milky Way. And yet, even with conservative estimates, it suggests thousands, maybe even millions, of civilizations could be out there right now. Now imagine this. Our entire universe is believed to hold over 100 billion galaxies. When you think about that scale, the idea that we're the only intelligent life becomes nearly impossible to believe. So when you piece together everything, the fossils, the microbes, the radio signals, and the math, it paints a picture that's hard to deny. Whether it's microscopic life crawling on a distant moon or an advanced species light years away watching us right now, one thing's certain: alien life exists somewhere out there. And maybe, just maybe, we're getting closer than ever to meeting it face to face. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 5 most convincing signs that alien life is real, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Your support means everything. It keeps us going, exploring, and uncovering the secrets of the universe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week for another mind-blowing story that'll have you questioning everything.